Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, this is Akers. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Corral. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Going right back to Akers. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 blaster.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Setting up play action. Franks. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Franks now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Franks.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Corral from down near his own goal line. He's got a man, complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 95 yards. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now Franks. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Again, it's Carr.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had it at.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Dancing to his left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Corral from his own end zone here.
He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
There's the stiff arm. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not?
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
From 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Franks. He hits Adams, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The Franks looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Akers. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Franks. Looking deep for Adams.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw on 3rd down. Franks. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Oh, look at the juke.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready.
In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw. Franks. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Franks now on second down.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The strong window's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11. Throwing here, Corral.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
125 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground to about the 48-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From just shy of midfield,
Corral, that caught by Tremble.
and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Corral looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Corral looking to throw.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run here with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
So here now Sam Sloman in a big spot.
This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that...
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moore, the man in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Carr to throw.
And it's complete to Adams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Ready. Go. And ready.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
One final play for Corral. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday.